construction. We're going to take you live to Capitol Hill. We are joined by Charlie Melanson from Louisiana, who is with the moderate Blue Dog Conservative Democrats, representative from Louisiana, and co-chair of their communications team. And Representative Melanson, good to have you with us. There are a couple of votes here, and we're glad to get you to talk to us about the bill so far. Yesterday, a number of your Blue Dog colleagues were not pleased with the rule when it came out of the Rules Committee. Why was that?
Well, we had some concerns with first of all, as the Blue Dogs, our big issue is pay-go. You've got to have the money in order to pay for the things that you want to spend. This is, of course, borrowing to stimulate the economy. It's an emergency situation, but at the same time, we were trying to get a commitment from the White House because without the discipline we need, the fiscal discipline provided by pay-go rules or statutory pay-go, the Senate has continuously just taken bills that we've paid for, stripped out the spending and the monies, and then just passed them out, and they ended up becoming law. So we had to keep borrowing money. So our concern was that we were going to keep going into this next Congress with the same problem. The Blue Dogs stood up and said to the White House and to our leadership, we have got to stop this nonsense. We have got to start learning to be fiscally responsible. And so yesterday's actions by the Blue Dog was just that. We got their attention. The White House has asked for a meeting with the Blue Dogs. We're going to do a summit, an economic summit with the White House.
When's that going to happen?
That is scheduled. I don't have a date yet, but we're supposed to meet with the president on February 10th at the White House. The Blue Dogs will about pay-go and what do we need to do to go forward. And also, I think, from what I understand, to talk about what do we need to talk about at the summit when it does get held. But we are told sometime mid to late February for the summit.
I understand also the Budget Director Peter Orszag sent a letter up to the House that may assuage some of your concerns.
That was exactly the issue. We felt that the president needed to lay the line down in the sand so that we knew going forward we were going to have that support. The Orszag letter was exactly what we needed, that says that the president stands by pay-go and supports what we're talking about and will help us to try and move forward. We've got to get this government back to being fiscally responsible. We can't keep borrowing money, or for that matter, just printing money and hoping that we don't fall off the cliff. I mean, we're in desperate times. These are not the usual times. So what we're doing today, some people are going to argue about it and say, well, it's too little or it's too much or discretionary spending in there. Look, it's not a perfect bill. We got some things taken out of that bill that we thought were nonsensical, but it's a bill that we hope will generate jobs and keep this economy going along. Is it the last one? I don't know. Is it going to cure the problems? I don't know that either. But if you look around the world, right, every country in the world, at least the developed countries to my knowledge, are trying to cobble together a plan to save their economies and to keep their economies going.
In the end, how are you going to vote for the bill, Representative?
I'm going to vote for the bill this afternoon because we got some of the concessions. As I said, you'll never get everything you want, but the main thing is to do nothing is not an option at this point in time. My parents, my grandparents talked about the hardships they went through during the Depression of 29, 32. I don't think we want to see America having to suffer like they did back in that time in history, and we have the ability to correct it. Financially, we're not in good, sound shape. Let's talk to the people that got us there about that as they talk about borrowing money at this time. At least we're borrowing money to spend on the infrastructure and the taxpayers of this country and not just wallow it away somewhere where we don't see it.
Representative Charlie Melanson, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you. It's good to be with you.
And we are momentarily going to take you